Hey guys, it's Jen. I'm making a wreath for the wall in the upstairs sitting area, and I thought I'd show you how I'm doing it. We have this black tubing. I have no idea what it's called. I've had it for years. You can buy it from Lowe's and Home Depot to make hula hoops, which is actually why I bought it, but I've still got a bunch. So I'm using this and some of this. This is, let me see if I can find a tag. Yeah, that doesn't help. This is just foam that you would put around piping. I guess it's like an insulation foam. It was really cheap. We picked up 2 of them from Lowe's. And normally I would just use 2 pool noodles and hook them up together and just use those because I wanted it to be a bit thicker of a wreath base. However, I couldn't find pool noodles. It's mid-November. It's way too late in the season. I should have thought of this months ago, but I didn't. So we're gonna put this on this to make it a little bit thicker. It's gonna be pretty big. It's not as big as my hula hoop. It kind of fits along the inside of it. So we're gonna put this on, and I know I need more than one, so we're gonna have to cut this one and attach it. And then after that, I'm going to hot glue on my pine cones. We have pine trees here, and I have a big bucket to put on. Okay, so it's finally done. I ran out of glue sticks the night I started it, so we ran in and got more glue sticks, and then I finished it off the next evening. It took probably 5 or 6 hours total. It took 18 glue sticks, not the skinny ones, but the thicker ones, and a ton of pine cones. So what I did was I put a base, or a first layer, I guess, all around the inside edge, and all of them are kind of going the same direction. And then I kind of did see, there's still some glue strings. I did kind of an outside edge, but I made sure that those were not all the same, going the same direction. I kind of turned them however I thought they fit. And then I did kind of the middle section, and then I filled in going around wherever you could see obvious gray from the foam insulation. If I had this to do over again, I would definitely have painted the foam. You can kind of see here. See the gray poking through? You don't really see it if it's on a wall. But that gray, I would have painted a dark brown, and then or even a black, but I probably would have gone a dark brown, and then you wouldn't have been able to see the gray poking through, but you really can't see it for the most part. So I took a lot of pine cones, and as you can see, I turned them different directions. If you had a variety of pine cones, like the big ones and some of the little ones, that would have worked too. It would have just been a different look. Also, I probably should have thought about how I was going to hang this before I put all the pine cones on it. So what we're going to try to do is just work some heavy cording or something through it and make a loop on the back, so that we could then hook that onto like a nail in the wall or something. So I probably should have thought of that prior, but I didn't. Anyway, I think it turned out really well. It's quite big. I'm gonna have my 7-year-old sit in the middle so you can see how big it really is. Patrick, can you sit in there? Sit down. So as you can see, it is really big. I wanted it to be really big to go on a wall upstairs. And I'll show you that wall when I've got it all up and installed. But anyway, it's time consuming, takes a lot of glue sticks. You do want to use hot glue. I was going to use a different glue, like E6000 maybe is what it's called. And it just takes way too long to dry. Because when you put the hot glue on, you're gonna hold this in place until it starts to cool and set, and then move on. As it was, it still took me probably between 2 and 3 minutes per pine cone, picking it out, arranging it, gluing it, put it back in place, hold it, make sure it stays. It was just really time consuming. Anyway, that's how it turned out. When I get it put up on the wall where it is hopefully gonna live for a long time, I will show you that.